Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode 18 of the Next Team podcast. And before we start today's episode, which is going to be a very exciting episode, just a reminder to check out our social channels at the Next Team SG on Instagram and the Next Team podcast on Spotify and on YouTube as well. Do smash the like button because that would mean a lot to us. And yeah, before we get going, a brief sort of like overview of what we'll be doing today. We will be generally talking about how the season has been going and what we each feel as fans of football, or rather Premier League football in general. So before we start, how are you guys going? And yep, what's up?
Doing good.
Guys?
Doing good. Okay, so
Excited.
yeah, so I think we can excited. Yeah, I think of course
Yeah,
after the season you have had. So
Yeah, sure.
okay, so I think we can start off by giving our sort of opinions on how each team has performed, and we can I guess start from the reverse chronological order from the bottom of the table. So I guess let's start off with Sheffield United. Anyone has any opinions on them?
Come on, my man, Vikas, start it off. Sheffield.
I think it's a disappointing season for them because they started off very well last season. They barely made it into the Premier League the season before that, and no one expected them to perform as well as they did. I guess the season where Chris Wilder was managed the full season so I guess it's a disappointment, and for me personally, I would give them I guess 3 or 4 out of 10 max. That's like already quite generous. Yeah,
Okay,
that's my
okay.
rating
So is it
out of
3 or
10
4,
for the
guys?
season.
Did you
3
all
lah,
see?
3.
3?
Did
Let's
you all
give them a
expect
3.
them to get relegated at the start of the season? Or
I don't think so.
okay.
I thought they'll be in the
So-
fight for relegation because I think it's hard to sustain. But yeah, I think it's not as bad as they've performed. That's definitely yeah.
Did they beat
Surprised to
Man
see them
United?
perform as badly as they did.
One of the 7 wins they got was against United.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the only
That's
positive they
lovely
can
to
take away
hear.
from this season.
That's why I gave them the 3 lah.
Nice.
So yeah, anyone else with any other thoughts? Sheffield United. Nothing much to say lah, honestly.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
think
mean,
they
it's
were
been a
just bad in
disappointing
all
season for
departments.
them, I think.
I think a lot of us had McGoldrick in our FPL, at least for me. Last season at least. Then this season I didn't really notice him much. So yeah.
Wasn't it
Probably still
Lundstrom?
has it.
I don't know, I used McGoldrick.
Yeah, I had
for-
Lundstrom and Egan last season.
Okay.
I mean, it's the reason, Praveen, why you are at the top of the table.
Okay, fair enough.
He's not.
Oops.
Wrong analogy. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Shall we move on to the next team?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can
Podcast?
Sure.
Okay, never mind. That's a bit. Okay, so West Brom. I guess okay lah. Allardyce came in halfway, or rather 3/4 of the way. He was supposedly the man to keep them alive and keep them afloat.
First time he got relegated.
First time relegated, yes.
Yeah.
That's
And
actually quite
20%
sad.
of their goals have been against Chelsea, apparently. So
That's
if anyone can
That's jokes.
talk stick about them, Chelsea fans can't. So
Yeah, I guess I will take this. I mean, they brought him in way too late. I mean, he's pretty good at getting teams out of a mess, but I think they just acted a bit too late. If you look at their results after he came in, actually improved quite a bit. But yeah lah, it was too much of a mountain to climb. They have some decent players, but they like Matthias Pereira is a pretty good player. I think he's been their standout player. By a
I think he
mile.
will get like a Premier League
You
move.
need more quality. Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't be surprised. He's definitely good enough to play Premier League. So yeah, but in terms of score, have to be like a 2 out of 10. That's just been a nothing season forever.
yeah.
Lower than Sheffield. Okay.
I mean, a lot of these teams
I
are
think
just
so,
like
because-
they're using the Premier League as a trampoline. They just like bounce back up, then bounce back down.
Yeah.
So
No, the reason why I rate lower is because like what Brahmo said, they are like a yo-yo club. They come up one season, then like you already almost expect them to be already.
Our main yo-yo club is up again. Norwich.
Now
At Norwich.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
exciting
see how
though.
it goes,
Buendia, all these players. Pookie is going to be back.
But all these players might get
Yeah.
poached by Premier League clubs.
Yeah.
This thing.
Bundia is linked to
Okay,
Arsenal,
so-
right? If I'm not wrong.
Of course.
Yeah.
Really?
Hopefully, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, yeah lah. I mean, it would be a decent player to get. Honestly, he's a pretty
Yeah.
good player.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think we can move on to the next relegated club, Fulham, headed by Scott Parker, apparently looking to take over Ryan Mason at Tottenham. I don't know how that's true, how true that is, but
Whoa.
He's a pretty good manager, to be fair.
It's just sad to see Fulham
I
go down,
agree,
to be honest, for the football they play.
Yeah.
Yeah. They tried way more than West
Yeah.
Brom and Sheffield to
Yeah.
play proper
Yeah.
football.
Even like, so I was watching the Led Bible video where they interviewed Sir Alex. And then he was asked a question on like who are like one of the more promising managers who are in England currently, and he actually said Scott Parker's names as one of them lah. And I thought that was very impressive, even though he got relegated. The fact that such a great manager actually mentioned your name says a lot lah. And I think he definitely will be managing in the Premier League soon to one of the clubs, because we have a lot of managers leaving the Premier League right now, right? Anyway. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him in one of the jobs.
Who is leaving?
he's definitely like one of the
Who's leaving?
yeah,
Nuno
I
and
think
at
for
Wolves.
Just Nuno, right?
Palace, Roy Hodgson.
Oh yeah, Hodgson.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
that's
Palace.
Yeah.
I think they.
Mason will probably go.
Lampard
Yeah, but yeah, I think
is
Lampard is
interesting.
linked to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Would be a pretty.
Interesting
decent.
move actually. But yeah, getting back to
Back to Fulham.
Fulham, yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants to give the rating?
I mean,
I can just say.
Go ahead.
I mean, like I would say like 4 or 5 out of 10 for the effort they put in. I mean, just yeah. To be honest, just for the effort they. I mean, if you can give 3 for Sheffield, I would give like 4 or 5 to Fulham. Yeah.
yeah, they definitely went down fighting, especially towards the end. So
Yeah.
worthy. Like out of the 3 who got relegated, they would be like the most like I feel like they should have stayed up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I guess we can move on to the next club, the Spanish Atletico Madrid. Sorry, the English Atletico Madrid. What am I saying?
Who's that?
Burnley.
Yes, the Spanish Atletico Madrid.
Oh my God.
Spanish Atletico Madrid won the title. Just say.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, because they call Atletico Madrid the Spanish Burnley, so I try to like flip it around and give some
I think
Burnley.
that's a bit disrespectful to
I know.
Simeone.
Yeah, but okay, 4-4-2. Chris Wood up front. What do you all think?
I think it's just brilliant.
Love the man.
I
love the
love
man.
Sean Dyche actually. I mean,
Hasn't he kept them up for like
5 straight seasons.
now?
It's
very-
actually for the budget they have. I think they have the
Impressive.
lowest budget in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the lowest.
Yeah,
Definitely
and
one of the
they
lowest.
managed to, stay in the Premier League for 5 straight years, and even like once or twice they were like fighting for Europe. 7th or 9th. Yeah, there were a few times. Yeah,
I remember one season.
so it's. It's just great to see them again in the Premier League next season.
Yeah, but nothing exciting lah. I don't see them going
Yeah.
much higher than what they are.
Yeah.
No, to be
It's
honest,
just,
I think their up
feel
to
like-
their strikers were very important for them, and at one point both of them were injured lah. Chris Wood and who's the one more one? No, it's not
Yeah,
Vidra.
Vidra.
Was it Vidra?
Or-
I think
or
it's Ashley Barnes. Yeah,
Ashley Barnes.
Ashley Barnes. Yeah, at one point both of them. Yeah,
They have like 4 options for
Yeah.
centre forward. So yeah, they're quite stacked in that.
yeah lah. So, yeah. Anyone who wants to give a rating? Tarun.
Didn't Burnley
all things
end your
considered-
streak?
Yeah, that's why I asked Tarun. To be honest.
I mean, all things considered, I think it's not been a great season for Burnley. Maybe a 4 out of 10 for me.
Oh really? Okay. I would think a bit higher, because I think you would still expect them to be in the relegation scrap every season, like, and I feel every season they stay up is
Yeah.
a good season for them. I don't know.
It's like we know what to expect from them,
Yeah.
in the sense that they will be in and around that lower middle table.
Would you give them a pass
Last
mark 5 out of 10?
Yeah, I think 5 would be
I think
bang
5,
average lah. If they're bang average.
bang
5
average.
is like, yeah, it's just the best score for me at least.
Yeah.
We can come to a conclusion with Tarun. 4.75.
4 points.
Okay lah.
I don't know.
so-
I just feel like bang
Quite
average for
an-
Burnley would be fighting for like 10th or 11th. Like,
Is
Okay,
it
I
don't
guess we
think
can
they can do
revisit
that.
the scores when we go up higher. Like we can always like change it. So for now we shall keep it at a 4 or 5. Then we shall see what we give the higher teams, and if we think it's too low or too high, then we can adjust it.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so now Brighton, another team's manager who's apparently headed for Tottenham's spot. I don't know how true that is. Arjun feels that it's the right decision. So
Yeah, I think Graham. I to be honest, I rate Graham Potter.
I think if you look at the There's this Twitter account called XG
Yeah.
Philosophy, and what they do is they
XGs.
record the XG and expected points. And I think if I'm not wrong, Brighton are second on the XG.
Yeah.
So they've basically been failed by pretty poor strikers. And when you have Mope and Welbeck up front, right, there's nothing much you can do.
Yeah, true.
I mean, like, honestly, they play better football than Arsenal. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, they're actually fun to watch. It's just they don't have people who can finish their dinner.
But actually, Welbeck was quite like pretty decent for them this season, I would say. He had a few. I mean,
like
but
towards the end of the season.
Okay, yeah.
Towards the end of the season, mainly.
but he
Towards the
came
end of
on
the
on a
season.
January transfer, right? If I'm not wrong. Or was he there for the full season?
Is it?
No, he was there
okay.
for the full season, but I mean, it's the classic Welbeck
Oh,
season.
okay lah.
Injured for the
Okay,
first
okay,
6
then I
months.
understand lah.
Comes in, scores 8 to
Okay,
10 goals.
yeah.
Danny Welbeck is like the what could have been career. La.
Well,
had a lot of-
6 goals in 24 appearances.
Yeah,
That's, I don't know. Is that average?
Yeah.
Very average.
I saw them.
I would say
think
that's a
below
decent.
the only time
decent
I
return.
saw
La.
Brighton play was against the Manchester clubs, and they played very well. Both all the four games they played very well. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think actually Brighton have been good
in
in terms of football this season. It's just if they finish the chances, they could easily be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would rate them. I would rate Graham Potter the same as like Scott Parker. I would say like in terms of their sticking true to their philosophy, and I mean I guess
I would say
Yeah.
even higher for me.
really okay.
Honestly.
I mean to be fair,
Yeah,
I
he is,
think
honestly,
like Brighton have a better squad as compared to Fulham, so that's probably why they are performing better, slightly better than Fulham.
I
So
wouldn't.
that's why I would put both of them.
To
In
be
the
honest,
same
I would
bracket,
say
for
around
me
the same
personally.
standard for. And plus,
Yeah.
you have to understand like Fulham finished first, right? The championship when they came up, right? Like, what did the
Probably. I don't see.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so you have to understand.
Yeah,
I
it should
mean,
be, yeah, probably.
if they had finished first and come up, that means that they have a lot of money in their bank to spend also. I wouldn't think Brighton had that much of budget also. So to bring in like players like, I mean, they have good
I think the
players.
thing about Brighton is a lot of
for
these
Fulham also like
big
they
six
bought it like
or whatever you
Anguissa
call
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah, I actually do think Fulham made quite a few transfers.
By the way, Leeds
Yeah.
were the one. Leeds were the one that won the title, not Fulham.
Okay lah, but but if
Yeah,
you're
they
coming
came
up,
in.
yeah,
Fulham came in. I mean, Fulham came into the playoff last, so it wasn't really that great. Also, I mean, I know any promoting club gets a lot of funds,
Yeah.
but I would still say, in terms of paper quality, at least like what you see on the names on paper, I would say that Brighton man to man have a better squad than Fulham. I would say.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's
Yeah, I
true.
don't think you can deny that.
They have players like Tossard.
Bissouma.
Welbeck is pretty good when he
Bissouma, yeah, Bissouma is a fantastic
Bissouma.
player as well.
plays. Luis Dunk, very good centre back.
Yep.
I actually think one of the underrated centre backs in the league.
So okay, yeah, coming back to
That's
the
a
rate.
fair point.
Coming back to the rating, what are we giving them?
Now is where I'm stuck. Because if we give Burnley 5, right, we got to give Brighton higher than 5.
Yeah, you can lah. I
But
mean, there's nothing
Brighton
wrong.
don't
You
deserve.
can.
I mean,
But 6 is too much for
I mean, the thing is, you don't have to stick to the Premier League table. It's your opinion. Like you
Yeah.
can feel that. I
Yeah,
feel,
but
I feel
our
Southampton
ratings
don't
must be
deserve so
compared
high,
to-
so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
As in, not just in the terms of the table standing. It's like, if you give 5 to this team who is relegated, someone who's mid-table definitely must be above that 5. If not, they are not mid-table. No, it doesn't make sense. So
No,
I'm
it
saying
doesn't
But it's expectations to the club, right?
Yeah.
So
it-
like Brighton aren't expected to be in the relegation fight as like maybe
okay,
Fulham.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you want Fulham
So,
to stay
yeah.
up? Yeah, it's the same thing, lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who are we rating now? Brighton, right?
Brighton.
Okay.
Brighton,
5 maybe.
Yeah.
5. Yeah, I
Five?
think fair
Okay.
enough. lah.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
I think they have
fair
I'd say
underperformed a
five
bit.
Yeah. Moving on.
So
Who's above Brighton?
moving on, Southampton
Oh,
had a blast of a start.
Southampton.
oh my
but
god! What a
tailed off.
horrendous season for them.
Yeah, 9-0. 2 seasons in a row.
It's damn sad.
Dear.
It's horrendous. For the start they finished at what's the position? 15th, is it? 16th.
Yeah, 15th.
15th.
Yeah.
They were top
15th.
of the table at one point. I still remember when City were like 10th or something. They were top of the table. Southampton were top of the table. Yeah. For the start
They have some good standout players, but yeah, it's a bit of a.
To be honest, they
15
even
is very,
they
very
even
low.
beat Liverpool,
Wow.
right? They had a
Did they? Yeah, I probably did.
yeah.
Oh, let
I
me
think
go
so.
check that out.
Yeah. The
I
manager
might
was in tears.
I might have blocked it out of my memory.
No. The manager was in tears. Yeah, he kneeled
Conveniently.
down. Yeah.
I remember that.
Hassan Hotel, right?
Yeah.
He's another manager who I think he deserves a step up to another big job. But yeah, for now, maybe I don't think there's many big jobs available. So
But to be honest,
Southampton.
Southampton is a really good team. For a mid-table team, they have a good team.
They
And
should have finished
Yeah.
a lot higher.
They're
I
capable of
and I
more,
felt.
think.
I mean, for
They
the
should
and
finish
for the
higher.
and for the start they should have finished a lot higher. I would have expected them to finish at least like top 10, like upper half of the table.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
at one point they were like 16 or 7. Yeah, it was quite bad. Yeah, so I mean, if you ask me, I'll give like 4. Yeah, 4 out
Yeah,
of 10.
fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mm,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
Fair.
yeah.
Good. Some stand-up players, I guess, like Che Adams. I think Walcott was a good talisman.
Yeah.
We have Ward-Prowse, great set piece taker, but
And I just
Danny-
and to be honest, I feel that if Ings is fit, he's one of the best strikers in the league.
City is going to go for him. City is going to go for him. I can see.
No, like seriously, I feel if like
City.
Ings is fit means he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very
He's
consistent.
very consistent. I mean, even Ward-Prowse and I think was it their defense that let them down? Yeah, I mean they got smashed 9-0, so I'm pretty sure it's because of the defense.
Yeah.
Westergaard, I think. Westergaard and
Westergaard got
yeah,
injured
he
for a
was
while.
their main
Then-
defender. He got out. So
Then Benarek lost his form like completely. Like
mm.
Then he got a red
I
card
know what
against Man U also, right? Then he was for a silly challenge. So yeah lah. So yeah, I would give 4 out of 10 lah.
Yeah.
Like what about you guys?
Yeah, 4 is fine.
Yeah,
Fair.
it's reasonable.
Okay.
Moving on, Crystal Palace. Roy
Ah.
Hodgson's
Big
childhood
Roy.
boyhood club.
Roy Hodgson.
Wow, Palace is always a dodgy one because they have like all these Eze, Zaha, all these players, but like no end product, no like striking, like no number 9. So
I mean,
it always
Christian Benteke.
yeah,
don't rate him, ah.
dude,
Just
he
saying.
started scoring.
He's got like 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Just recent. Yeah.
That's an anomaly.
Like I'm thinking that with your talent on the wings, like Eze, all this, Zaha, all this, right, you should be confirmed scoring more goals if you have like a proper, like a number 9. But I don't know, Benteke, is he fulfilling that role? I don't know.
But
I
as
think
he plays
a lot-
midfield, right?
He's
As in, like, I'm talking about
he's a
actually
winger
attacking
lah.
threat.
He's a winger, so yeah, I guess you can consider him as an attacking threat. But the main thing is, like, I think Crystal Palace is a very similar story to Southampton. Like, starting they had a pretty decent start, and then like very inconsistent, like generally.
They beat us on the first day of the opening.
Yeah, but
match.
I that's why I'm saying this. They had a pretty good start, lah. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, I think they. I would say like 14th is decent, but probably not ideal. I think decent. Like I would say it's passable. I guess it's a decent season to stay in there. I think for me, like the Crystal Palace are like one of the clubs. One bad season they can get relegated. That kind of a club, I would say. So to me, like any season in the Premier League is a passable season. But I think where they want to be is like probably 9th or 10th. Probably that's where they want to be. Maybe a few places behind where they're supposed to be.
Conference League positions. I think that's where they are.
Like,
goal
That's a
is-
bit too
I
ambitious.
think that's pushing it a bit.
Seventh
Conference League.
is
That's
a bit
a-
of a stretch.
not just a bit
Yeah.
of a stretch. I think it's way too much.
I mean, you aim for
But
the
maybe
stars.
10th and 11th should be what they are aiming for.
Yeah. Yeah, for the quality they have.
I think
Yeah.
I also read that a lot of their strikers, not strikers, a lot of their players are running off contracts. So like Cahill, Van Aanholt, all these players are going to leave. So it'll be interesting to see how they.
Isn't Cahill like
Because
45 years old or something? It's very old.
I
right?
mean they are old lah, but
So-
that's what they play. That kind of
Doesn't
football
really
that
matter.
relies on them.
Yeah,
I'll take
Close
Van
are very
Aanholt.
close. He's 35.
he's 35. Okay,
Okay,
lah,
okay.
just a bit off lah.
10 years in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just 10
Yeah.
just 10 years.
So Palace, what are we rating?
I think 5.
5.
5.
Yeah.
To
That's
be
also
honest,
bad.
I think that's where they belong. They belong in the 13th, 14th. So yeah, I mean, so they got the 5.
Got what
I would
they
say.
wanted,
Yeah,
really.
they got what they wanted. lah.
5 lah.
5 lah, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
Okay, then moving on to another manager who's leaving.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nuno's club, Wolverhampton
good
Wanderers.
30.
Oh, this is interesting, because 13th, it's a bit of a. I always consider them to be with the Leicester bracket in the same group as Leicester, but clearly this season. they
Now
have
Leicester,
dropped
I think, are a different bracket. We'll come to that later, but
off. Yeah.
They are in the
I
same
think
bracket
the
as
injury, the Jimenez injury.
Tottenham, to be honest, less than. Spotless.
Yeah,
Okay,
fair
never mind. We'll come
I
back.
think
then
they're
later.
ahead of Tottenham. Okay, but never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Anyway,
think the Jimenez injury was a big blow. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they just missed out on Jimenez. I think if Jimenez was there, I think they would have comfortably finished top 10.
Yeah.
And a lot of their goals comes from Jota and
Yeah.
Jimenez combining. So losing Jota would have been a big blow
Mm.
for them
Yeah.
as well. And then they had to
So it's
bring
good
in
for
like
us,
an 18-year-old
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabio Silva, who, I mean, it's a bit unfair to expect him to fill the shoes that Jimenez has left.
he's had a decent season, to be fair. Like, I don't think he has.
Decent, but quite wasteful compared
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, obviously you can't expect him
I've
to
seen.
like
I've
fill in
yeah.
the shoes.
Exactly, that's my
Yeah.
point, lah. Yeah.
Fabio Silva,
And he-
he has 4 goals and 3 assists in 32 games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
No,
that's
but he's
really
like
quite
enough.
subpar.
he's like 18 lah. So,
So-
yeah, you can't expect him
Yeah.
to do much. I guess it's
It's
Definitely,
first season
yeah.
in the EPL somehow, so it's like needs time lah.
yeah.
Neto has been their standout player. I think.
Yeah.
Neto, yeah.
Neto.
We were talking about him as one of the best young players in the league or something right, at one point in time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Then
I
Foden
think
came.
I think for Wolves, no one asked.
They can.
Anyway, I think 13th is like a decent season also lah. Like
Yeah.
I think they raise expectations.
I disagree. Yeah.
What do you think is a disappointing or very good season?
I think it's still a disappointment.
But for the
Okay,
player
you
that
think about it this way.
players that got injured
You
and
think about it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Just that.
I think what Arjun is trying to say is
13th is
the
still-
offset caused by Jimenez is not enough to, like, it's not
To
not
drop
this
that
drop.
much.
Like, look at the injuries. I'm saying like Liverpool had so many injuries.
They
but,
still have players
yeah,
like Adama.
yeah.
and,
Then we
like,
brought in the
I-
Barcelona centre back in Semido, who's apparently good. I don't know how much.
He's a right back lah.
Yeah.
He's a right
He's a
back.
right back.
Oh,
so-
right back.
right
Yeah.
back.
So
He
yeah.
played wing back for
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Barcelona. as
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, I acknowledge there is a transition season for them. Like with Jimenez out for quite a long time.
Yeah, but to be honest,
I
a lot of
would
youngsters
still
play
say
for
that-
Wolves.
No, it's bad.
Not just Fabio Silva. A lot, like even Neto, Gibbs White started quite a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Max
Mm.
Gilman.
Yeah, actually a lot of like
Den
young-
Donker is a very solid player. Not necessarily young, but
Yeah.
I thought Den Donker had a pretty decent season as well.
Yeah, then there was another guy, the Vitinha, is it? If I'm not wrong, some Portuguese player also. Yeah, he also like he's like 20.
There's this guy called Ait Nouri.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I think I heard of that guy.
yeah. Basically, yeah, lah, basically a lot of young players not stepped up. At least they got the chance, to play in the EPL.
Yeah.
So
To
I think
me,
it was like
I feel. Yeah, carry on.
yeah, like basically I feel this is like their transition like season, like where they were trying out a lot of new players and stuff because they had Jimenez gone and Jota gone also lah, so they had no choice also. So 13th, yeah, maybe it's like a fall from grace, but I don't know. It's okay lah. It's not so bad lah.
Arjun, where do you expect them to finish? Actually, I feel like it's a decent season considering the injuries. To me, it's a
I was expecting 10th or 11th at least. But yeah, I'm like I acknowledge what you're saying. Like it's a tough season for them with all the injuries and yeah, like having to rely on a lot of young players. It's not easy to expect them to put in consistent performances. And when that happens, you're gonna drop down the table. So yeah, I won't read too much into the season, but it would be a disappointment for them, I think, after like the last few seasons, naturally.
Fair enough. It'll be interesting to see who goes there now that the job is vacant.
Yeah,
To revive that club. Hopefully bring them back up. So next,
Probably another Portuguese guy.
yeah, probably Marco Silva, I think. So anyway, Newcastle.
we haven't rated
what are
them,
you
bro.
rating?
Oh, sorry, yeah, we haven't rating. Oops.
I would give them a 6 personally. I don't know what you all feel.
I'll give them a
Yeah, I'll give them a 5 or 6
Like
also. I think they
I'd say
coped
5,
pretty
yeah.
well with.
I would say 6 because they stayed in the Premier League despite their injuries.
Yeah,
fair enough.
A club like that can easily just drop off and just
Yeah.
get relegated. So
yeah, true.
I would say staying in the Premier League is an achievement, so 6 lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 6.
Moving on.
Newcastle.
Arjun, take it away,
I don't know what
Arjun.
to say about this
Arjun,
club.
come on. You're really interested.
I expect Joe Willock to be winning his Ballon d'Or quite soon with the way he's going. Let me drop you a stat. There are only 2 players in Newcastle's history that have scored in 7 consecutive Premier League games.
Alan Shearer.
One is the greatest player ever, Joe Willock. The other is Alan Shearer.
Hey, you know another thing I read was the most, like, once he left Arsenal, right, since the time he left Arsenal, he's still the most scored midfielder in Arsenal. And then he went to Newcastle and then became the most scored midfielder there this season.
He has the same number of goals as our entire midfield.
Yeah. So
Oh my! I don't know how he suddenly became like Frank Lampard in his prime, but it appears that Newcastle's system of play suits him a lot. He has a lot more freedom, I guess, playing under Steve Bruce. He's way more advanced, and like now, like the last few months, right? Every time Newcastle score, okay, Willock. It's just Willock. Even yesterday was Willock again. So he's had a very good season, and he's literally saved them from relegation.
yeah.
Because they were in a relegation battle.
I don't know how they're 12th is like they overperform actually.
No, I think the conclusion is that Bruce Ball is the
Bruce
best
Ball.
in the
Bruce Ball.
Yeah. What do you all think? Any other?
But you all
I think
beat
it's a
them,
very
though.
good very
Arsenal
good
beat-
season. lah.
I think Arsenal, but
It's a pretty
Arsenal
good
beat Newcastle right in the recent fixture.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Willock didn't play. It's not Willock.
Can't play
Oh.
against the Palace.
Okay, understandable. Okay.
He's
Yeah,
on
you
loan,
know,
right?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's on loan. He's on loan.
Do you think they'll keep him?
Arsenal.
No, Newcastle.
Or-
Will they keep him? I feel like they will want to. Right?
No, they want to. The
I
fans.
think
He's
they
a
will
fan
do-
favorite actually. Like the fans were singing like to keep
Yeah,
stay.
I mean, he saved their club from
Pretty
relegation, So with the Willock situation, I think it's we'll be asking for a very steep price, and I wouldn't be surprised if another Premier League club like kind of interjects and gets it instead. Because I don't think Mike Ashley is willing to cough out any more money. He's
Makes
already
sense,
like in the mood of selling the
Yeah.
club. But I think Arteta, when he was asked about it, he says that he's part of his plans for the next few years. So who knows? He might get a few minutes.
Few
at
minutes.
Arsenal. Because we are set at a few minutes. I said because Ceballos is going back to Real Madrid, so just give him the minutes that he gave to Ceballos. I think that's pretty okay already.
You guys will
Rating,
not buy
I think.
Ceballos, right? Do you think? Do you think Arsenal will buy Ceballos?
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
But I think Madrid wants to sell that.
There's no way.
Sell Ceballos.
Yeah, I think he'll probably go to another
Yeah.
Spanish club. I don't think he's suited for the Premier League.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So back to Newcastle.
Yeah,
What are we
Uh,
giving them?
I'll give them a 6
I'm giving them a
or
7.
7.
I'll give them a 6.
Honestly, like the way their season was
Yeah,
going.
to be honest, yeah.
it's
I think their second half of the season was.
way
I think
higher
second half
than
of the season they picked up
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
12th is actually
Yeah.
pretty,
pretty
high
solid
so-
they finish.
for their team.
7 is a good shot.
I kept thinking
For their
Newcastle were in and around the relegation places. Then like I was when Pramod was reading out one
No,
by
they
one.
were, they
Then
were.
I realized where's Newcastle? 12th is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is.
The
Willock.
It is
The
Willock
Willock
actually.
effect,
Yeah. Especially because their strikers are not even performing. Or Rodon and is Rodon even there? I don't know.
No lah. I
Yeah,
think
I
he
don't
went
know
back to Russia or something, bro.
Okay, never mind. Not Rodon. The other Brazilian dude.
Rondon is it?
Jolinton.
Rondon
Joel
lah,
Linton.
not
Joel,
Rodon.
you know they are playing-
Rondon.
Oh,
Rondon is
Rondon,
it?
yes.
Rondon.
Oops. Yeah.
Solomon Rondon.
Yeah.
Basically, all these players are not even like.
Yeah, I think Rondon went back,
We're
like
not
went
taking
to
note
Zenit
of
or
this.
something. Yeah, if I'm not wrong. Lah.
I kind of feel bad for Joel Linton though. He's being played on the wings as a target man. Just
Yeah.
Steve Bruce thinks.
They have Andy
so-
Carroll.
Yeah, we forgot about
They have
that.
Callum
Liverpool
Wilson.
legend,
Actually, their
they're
teams
playing
are quite
Joel
like
Linton on the
yeah. They
wings,
have
you
Wilson
can't
also.
Oh yeah, Callum Wilson.
No,
is
the
a very
only
good
reason
player.
Wilson went there is because Bournemouth got relegated. Then he wanted to play Premier League. Then he just
But
went
he's a
to
Premier League quality
I
striker. I
mean,
would
yeah,
say.
like, then
Yeah,
why
he
would
is.
he?
Yeah, he is.
What else? I mean, that's a big
Uh,
incentive to play in the
He
Premier
deserves to
League.
be in the league. Yeah.
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 So what are we rating them? 7?
Yeah,
I guess 7.
I'll give 6 or 7.
They
lah.
definitely overperformed.
Yeah, I think they overperformed lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like I thought they would like be fighting for relegation. At one point they were, but yeah, they finished 12th in the end. So
Yeah, considering the start of the season,
Yeah.
definitely 7.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Aston Villa,
Okay,
right?
so moving on to Aston Villa, the club that sparked the demise of Liverpool.
Yeah, Aston Villa.
Any comments?
Okay, I mean, I would say it's been a good season for them.
Yeah, I would say yeah,
Yes,
a great
yes.
season. Great
To
season.
put it simply, yeah.
If it wasn't for the Grealish injury, I think they would have finished a bit higher.
I think they would have pushed like Leeds, Arsenal, and Spurs
Yeah.
pretty close.
Mm.
If they had Grealish
could
fit
have.
all the way.
Did you see the?
I
I,
think
mean,
they
they were
could have
playing
finished above
Chelsea
Everton.
yesterday, right? Did you see the chant?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so freaking. Yeah. Oh my god, they literally they were calling Mount the shittier Jack Grealish. That was the chant, like basically.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, they just
That's a very
that's
classic.
hit him where it
for
hurts.
debate.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's quite yeah, yeah. I mean,
While
but
we're on that topic, who's
I would say
better?
Grealish. At this point, it's Grealish. I mean, Mount might become better, but
Yeah, same.
I think at this current moment, I would say Grealish.
There's some stat. Wait, let me just pick up the stat. One second. Grealish.
Yeah, Arjun, what were you saying? I think
He has like a lot of chances created. I think he's on par with like Bruno and he might be even more than KDB if I'm not wrong. I don't know.
So
But, yeah.
just to put things into perspective, Grealish has 10 assists lah. He's only like behind Harry Kane, De Bruyne, and Bruno Fernandes. who-
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he played like what? Like
He
half the
played,
season, right?
Yeah.
And he-
Let me see how
yeah.
many games he has played.
He's been out since Feb, I think.
What talent.
He just came
Yes,
out-
he has
came
only
back
made
last-
26 appearances and
Yeah.
10 assists.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
And
That's
he has a
very
few goals
impressive.
also lah. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Grealish should be going to Euros, I think.
I think he has six goals and 10 assists. It's a fantastic return.
Yeah.
He's like he's really Aston Villa's like talisman lah.
Yeah.
They rely on him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I think yesterday the reason why they were able to get over the line on Chelsea was also because of Grealish.
Mm.
Like his impact, it is visible like in terms of results itself lah. I would say.
I wouldn't be surprised if he starts above Rashford in the Euros. But okay lah, I think that's a topic
Tough
for
call.
another day.
Tough call. But
Yeah.
let's see.
But okay lah, before I give rating, I guess we can also give praise to the defense of Aston Villa quickly. Konza
Emi Martinez.
and
Emi Martinez.
Mings.
Martinez especially.
Mings as well.
Has been amazing. I think after Ederson, I think he has had the most clean sheets.
No lah, there's Mendy.
Oh, Mendy also.
Yeah, I think he's
Okay,
third.
but-
Yeah.
Emi Martinez is third if I'm not
Okay.
wrong.
I mean for Aston Villa, he single-handedly saved one them games lah. Emi Martinez.
Yeah,
Mm.
so
So,
definitely
yeah.
both their what will we give them for rating?
I'll give them an 8.
11.
I'll give them a 7 lah. I think I would still think they'll be disappointed having made that start that they couldn't push for Europe.
No lah, to be okay lah.
But I feel like the
Expectations
fact that
changed
they
lah. But
lost-
last
they-
season
I-
they stayed in the Premier League just because of
Yeah.
a wrong decision by a goal line tag. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
But I would still feel that in order to give them an 8, they need to be in and around those Europa League or like challenging for Europe at least lah. I don't think I think they'll be slightly disappointed. That's why I think 7 is reasonable.
okay,
If Grealish had stayed fit, maybe they could have
push.
pushed for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, given the circumstances, personally, I would say 8.
Yeah, I think 8 seems fair. Aston Villa were like, I didn't expect this at all.
To be honest, I thought they would be fighting for relegation this season. Like
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but I mean they proved
So
everyone wrong.
8 can be the.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to our top 10. In 10th place, we have Everton.
Big Carlo. Don Carlo.
5-0 to City yesterday.
Ah,
I'm sure Praveen enjoyed it. So, what do you think, Praveen?
I don't know, I mean, yeah, la, the final was quite expected, but let's not. I mean, it's City, la, so you can't judge the entire.
expected.
Yeah, I mean, you watched them most recently compared to all of us. So, I guess.
Yeah, I
your
think
memory will
City
be
yesterday
fresh.
was just too good, la, to be honest. We were just in the flow.
Okay.
Aguero came on, like
Yeah.
everyone just happy to play, like there was so much freedom. There wasn't any pressure, to prove anything. Like, yeah, whoever got the ball, they just took a shot, la. So it's like, yeah, whether it goes in or not, So yeah, but I think they are apart from like yesterday. I mean, we can't judge the entire season from yesterday's game. I think it has been pretty decent. I don't know. Like, I mean, they were also top of the table.
I would say very disappointing.
They were also
I would
top
say
of-
very disappointing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I would say it's okay, decent. I mean, what did you
Not
expect from
really.
them?
Europe, they should be challenging for Europe easily. They have a
Yeah, I mean,
squad.
they are. They
I
challenge
think this
for
is a
Europe,
horrible.
To be honest, they're just 3 points off.
I mean, doesn't matter. 10th is 10th. Final,
No, that's
they're
a fair
good.
point. Praveen has fair point. 3 points off is.
3 points
No,
off. I mean,
I
you
feel-
want them to be
I feel
challenging
they
for
should
Europe.
be-
They did that, lah. They are just off by like 3 points. So
I mean, if they had one more win, they would have beaten like Spurs,
yeah,
right?
yeah, they won more. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
but-
if yesterday they have won, they could have gone into the Europe Conference League ready, lah. To be honest. So I mean, I would say it's pretty.
No,
decent
they won
season.
because of goal difference. Spurs have a positive 23 goal difference. There's
Okay,
no
yeah,
chance.
that's true.
Head on,
They were
what?
needed
They
like
beat
24
Spurs. What?
goals.
It's head to head. What? They beat Spurs in the first game of the season. It's head to head.
Is it a goal difference?
No, it's goal difference first.
It's goal difference first.
Wait, what? It's head to head. What?
Yeah.
think it's
No, it's goal difference first. I remember because
Okay, never
yesterday
mind.
I was watching the top 4 fight, and then they were talking about goal difference first. That's why.
I think, yeah, I
It's
think
like
goal difference.
Bundesliga, I think.
Wait, so okay.
but-
I know La Liga was head to head. That's why Madrid was above Atletico.
Yes, La Liga, that's correct.
Yeah, La Liga is.
Yeah.
It's La Liga.
Oh, so okay, fine, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so coming back to Everton, I think we were quite excited. Ancelotti, who's that Brazilian dude in the midfield? Forgot his name.
Alan.
Yeah, Elena.
Alan, yes. Alan, James, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin.
James
All
was
these
injured.
players.
Duka,
That's the
right?
thing, I think. James was injured for a lot of games.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the start they made was very similar to what we said about Southampton. Very big impact.
Yeah.
Top the table for a few weeks actually.
Yeah.
And then
They won like 4
standard
straight
drop.
games, I think. The first 4 games, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's about it. After that, they've been very inconsistent. I mean, I know they won at Anfield. They did create a bit of history and stuff like that. But I think 10th place is a very disappointing finish. I would rate them very lowly, to be very honest.
Okay, lah. Okay,
I would say
realistically speaking, right, there's 7 top clubs in the country, lah.
I mean,
Like-
the top 10 is, I would say the top 10 is like, you never know who's going to be a top 10. It's very, very competitive. There's a
I
reason
think
why
you know what
all of
top
the
5 will
Premier
be,
League.
right? So the fact that they came
Really,
close to
I would say
7th, 8th
like
is
yeah,
not
I
bad.
would say like top 5 is there already, lah.
I-
It's quite rare.
I would
I mean, it's like a
no,
i-
I would expect if you see like West Ham and like I don't know other Leicester who are able to break into that top 5, top 6, I expect Everton with the quality of the squad. I mean, you have Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin has had a fantastic season. He is really proving his worth, lah. They've just been far too inconsistent for me to like have to say that they have had a good season, lah. I would say 10th place is a disappointing finish. I expect them to be at least I don't know challenging for top 6, yeah, 7th. That I would say is a decent season for them. I think 10th is a very poor season, in my opinion. Especially you have someone like Carlo Ancelotti, who is one of the greatest managers of our time, and you have him finishing. I mean, I don't know if he is to blame, but I would say Everton should be quite disappointed with the 10th place finish, in the end.
Fair enough. So final thoughts.
I would give a
Ratings.
5. I would give a 5.
5.
5.
Okay.
5 for me.
I would give
Praveen
a
still
6.
sticking with 5. 6. Okay.
Because
Fair enough, I mean,
realistically speaking, I don't know where they were like. I mean, okay, 7, 6. It's just like
No, because it's just for the amount they invest.
okay, lah. Maybe that
at
okay,
least
lah. At least
recently,
recently
right?
they invested quite a lot, lah.
Dude, listen. Like if you compare them to West Ham are feeding on scraps, and they are in sixth now.
I mean, they paid
Yeah.
Iwobi 30
Okay,
million,
so-
30 or 35 million, if I'm not wrong.
Master signing.
I can see the smile on
I think the
Ajit's
best part
face.
is the best part is he became shit after going to Everton. That's the best part. Like he was pretty decent at Arsenal.
who?
Iwobi. I would say he scored.
he
I
wasn't
thought
even
he's.
close to.
I would say
He
he's
was-
okay.
he
quite
was
good,
always-
I don't know.
I think when I watched him play, I just felt that his ceiling is.
He's
not
an
there.
Everton player. Like his ceiling is like Everton.
Yeah, he's that mediocre player.
Just like how Dan James is like,
Like you compare like how Saka or like some of the other youth that's coming into Arsenal now, you can already see the ceilings way higher compared to him.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
let's move
so I
on.
think we shall stick with 7 then.
Huh?
so-
Wait, what? When did it come to
I
7?
thought it
we
was
go to
like
7?
5.
Wait, sorry, not 7. Oh my god,
Five,
sorry, I
five,
said 7.
yeah.
No, I was looking at Tottenham's position and I got confused.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
moving on to Leeds.
Oh,
We all have a lot of things to say. Leeds United.
Bielsa ball.
Bielsa ball.
Bielsa's a
It's
genius.
He's a
genius,
genius.
yeah.
I think
Absolute
I can
genius.
start off. I don't want to say anything. I'll give them a 10 out of 10. From where they've come, what they've done. I will just.
I'll give them a 9. 9, I think. 9.
I'll give them a
9.
9 as well.
Yeah, like
9.
9. No,
they're the
really
most
nothing much to be
watchable
said.
football team in the world. Like any game, you just want to watch some proper football. Just sit down and watch the Leeds match.
I will watch City, lah, but okay, it's fine. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you will spend on one player more than how much they spend on like the whole team. So you can't really compare.
Okay,
Leeds-
lah. You
Leeds
want to
beat
go
City
into
this
money, I
season,
can talk about menu also, but yeah, I don't. I
But
really
I'm
don't
not
want to.
bringing here. I'm talking about Leeds. You brought in City, so I had to talk about it.
Leeds beat
I
City
mean,
this
Leeds
season.
had the second highest net spend in the 2020 window.
Huh, really?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only Chelsea had a higher net spend.
Okay, Pramo, that's a stat for
Okay,
you.
but-
So yeah.
Who did they bring in? Okay, then.
Rodrigo.
Okay, fair enough.
Quite a lot.
Brought in a lot
Quite
of players.
So anything else you want to say, Pramo? About Leeds?
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they still spend less than you, right? Then what do you have to say? At the end of the day,
This season we have spent
In
60 million.
2020, no.
2020 we have spent 60 million on Ruben Diaz.
oh yeah lah. This
Okay
season
lah.
lah, I'm saying
Okay lah.
Guardiola's
I mean,
tenure.
Is that the
Yeah,
only
we
signing
only
you
made
all
one
made?
signing
City?
this season.
they've spent
only Diaz.
so much across the 5 seasons. Like, okay, like, just because they spend slightly lesser this window doesn't mean
Actually, our net spend
they
is
don't
very
have the
low. Plus, we
depth.
sold Sane for like 50 plus million this season also. So, I think like we didn't even spend that much lah. To be honest, out of our pocket, like maybe like 10 mil.
It's a very good business model, City. But we'll come to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Leeds
anyway,
United.
okay, but coming back to Leeds lah, I think
Yeah.
they played fantastically well this season. I think coming up from the championship is never easy. I mean, first of all, they weren't expected to promote from the championship to the Premier League. Bielsa came in, he completely changed the system. I mean, if you guys watch the Amazon Prime documentary, you all would have seen how he does his homework on his opponents, and then there was this scandal, and he almost like everyone thought he's going to leave the club at one point in time, and then he brilliantly comes up and does a slideshow on all the clubs he's researched, and it was just wonderful to watch. And
He was spying on Derby
yep,
County, right?
it was amazing.
Frank
like
Lampard.
like it was just a fantastic thing to see lah. And I'm very happy that Leeds are where they are. Although I'm supposed to be a United fan, I'm supposed to hate them. I think the rivalry isn't as fresh because of where they've been for so many years.
I think with the rivalry, it's not in our time. So newer United fans won't feel that same animosity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precisely.
true.
So personally, I'm really happy for them, just for the size of the club and what they've achieved. So yeah, for me 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they
Any other
definitely
ratings?
9 out of 10 lah. Yeah, I mean, they overperform, I would say. They overachieved. Yeah. Okay.
Arjun, Tarun, 9 or 10?
Yeah,
9?
I think 9.
Yeah. Then
I stick with 9 too.
9 is a fair.
I can't wait for the next one.
Sorry?
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Speaking of. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Never mind. Okay, yeah, 8 in 8 we have Arsenal. I wanted to segue to Arsenal. I feel. Yeah.
To be honest, it's like, halfway
like
through you're
180.
talking about Leeds, right? I was really thinking about what's Arjun going to say about Arsenal. I was like, okay, like this is 9 out of 10 for Leeds. But yeah, come on, let's move on to Arsenal.
This is the best part of the show. Let's go.
Yeah.
Arjun,
Arjun, we're all just
Start
waiting
with
for your 20-minute rant.
But you have,
You can start.
keep it short.
Keep it short.
no,
please
my
don't keep
runs
it
are
short.
always very effective.
We need them
okay.
views.
Well, yep, it's been another disappointing season for your boy, and yeah lah. I mean, yeah, I have no words. It's just pain. Score probably like a 1
Oh
out
my
of 10.
God.
Oh my god. Brutal. Oh yes.
I think the trigger point for Arsenal was when Willian said he's going to win the Champions League. So
In 3 years,
So-
yeah, and he's already going to leave
so when you
this season.
count 1 out of 10 for that, it's a fair. Yeah, he deserves 1.
Yeah. It's crazy, because like we've actually improved our points total from last season, and then we're still in 8th.
it's-
I guess if you look into context about how far we are from the top 4, we are by points we are 6 points away, but it's, at the end of the day it's still 6 points away.
Yeah.
And
That's only 6 points away. That's not bad. Not too
Yeah,
bad.
like the gap
Yeah,
isn't
it's
as
damn
big
close.
as people think. It's just
It's the season has been crazy, so it's hard to.
Yeah,
It's-
I mean,
yeah.
City won
it's
by
hard, that's why it's hard for
City
me
won
to
with
see.
86 points.
Yeah.
I mean, given the recent history, that's a pretty, I would say, an average season for them.
It's their
86
joint
points is-
lowest
That's of-
title winning
okay.
total
Oh.
for City.
Oh wow.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, yeah, it's a nothing season for us, and we've pretty much stagnated because we finished 8th last season, we finished 8th this season, no Europe. Yeah. So it's like
For like.
if we don't take our rebuild seriously this summer, then it's a huge
But
worry.
to me personally, I would see it as an opportunity to do well next season because you guys don't have any European football. So
Yeah.
so in terms of workload, it's a
Thing
lot
is-
less on the players, and I think
yeah.
if Arteta is the manager he claims to be, he should be getting a lot. He should be mounting a serious top 4 challenge next season. If
Yeah.
yeah,
It's been a season of 2 halves for us. Okay, maybe not even 2 halves. Like a disastrous first third and then a pretty good second third. Because if you look at our first 14 games, right, we only got 14 points. That's a point per game. The next 24, we got 47 points, which is only lesser than United and City. So within the season, we have actually shown improvement. And I think goals conceded, we are the 3rd best in the
Wow.
country. So, like, for the first time, I can say that Arsenal are a better team off the ball than on the ball, which is strange. But obviously, we still got a lot of issues to work out. There's been progression, but the progression is so minuscule like there's like standard deviation. Do you know whether it's going to happen this next year?
Yeah.
Do you think Arteta is the way forward for you all? I know we asked you time and again, but right now at the end of the
I
season,
think in the interest of time,
honestly, I don't think anybody who's completely honest can give you a proper answer. Like it's too hard to call for me. Like
but right now you're the board. Let's say you're the board.
he's-
Would you back him or would you sack him?
if we sack him, right, who are we?
yeah, I
bringing
think we
in
had this
as a-
conversation like last
who's-
episode, because
Zidane.
Yeah, to talk about like how like he will flop. He will get us relegated. with the amount of backing that our owners give, right? He will
No,
quit.
to be
before the
honest,
first
Perez
game of
didn't
the
back
season.
him for the last 2 seasons after like Hazard came in. Like I think for the past 2 seasons they only made like
Yeah,
one
I still
signing, one
think-
major signing, which was Hazard. Like, other than that,
But the
yeah,
okay, fair enough. But Madrid have such a good team compared to Arsenal already.
yeah,
I mean, when the first time he came into Real Madrid, he had Ronaldo. I mean,
yeah.
there's a huge difference already there.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you
But
would you
it's-
say that if
yeah.
Aubameyang has gotten like at least no need to be like 20 goals a season, like even if he hit like 15 16 goals a season, do you think like you guys would have been a much better position? Like you guys are actually technically speaking only like 2-3 wins away, 2 or 3 more wins away from top 4.
Yeah.
So if Aubameyang was
Honestly, like-
on form like how he was like the previous 2 seasons,
Yeah. His form has
Yeah.
been a big letdown, definitely. Like
plus he signed the
As a
contract
player-
and
as
stuff,
the
I really
captain
thought
of
he would be on
Arsenal.
like
yeah. The motivation
Yeah.
seems to be gone. It's been a tough season for him off
he
the
got
pitch as
malaria
well.
and stuff, right?
You have to take that into consideration. Yeah, I think his mom got COVID or something. Then he had to miss a few
Yeah.
games for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first 14 games, right? I like the team selection was just all over the place with Arteta, and I have no idea why he chose to back Willian over Pepe. Pepe has turned out to be one of our better players.
Yeah. Agree.
He scored a
Definitely one
brace
to look out
yesterday,
for
right?
next season.
He won the game for you.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Yeah.
good goal I saw.
He scored back-to-back braces.
I think we need to move on, guys.
In-
So,
Yeah.
what do you all say? 1 out of 10?
I think
No lah. I would
Yes,
give them
also.
3 lah.
I'll
Three,
give him
three,
3
three.
also lah. Yeah.
3. Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Okay, the fact that you all are 6 points off, I didn't know that. I think 6 points is, considering your inconsistent season, 6 points off isn't that bad, but it's still a disappointment lah. So 3.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Next up, North London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, before
Yeah.
we all say stuff, right, I want to just list out some sort of achievements or like hallmarks of failure of Tottenham. Okay, number 1, they helped Chelsea qualify to the UCL. Number 2, they led West Ham to the Europa League by bottling 3-0. Number 3, they sacrificed themselves to save Arsenal from the Conference League. So they took care of all their arch rivals. Next season, they may not have Kane, Bale, Reguilon, Mourinho is gone, and Levy is in a
probably
mess.
Son.
And Son. So we should take all this into consideration and give a nice rating for them.
Yeah.
So go. Anyone has anything else to say?
I'll give them 2 out of 10 lah. And I don't think I want to waste a lot of time on them also lah.
Yeah.
For the start they had,
Two seems fair.
they literally like screwed Man U over 6-1. Like for the start, blistering start, to be honest, I would say. Like for the start of the season. After, I don't even know where they went.
They were at one point they were title challengers, you know.
Yeah, at one point they were top of the
Everyone thought,
table.
I mean,
They were top of the table.
everyone was top
I
of the
mean,
table
that's
at
the-
one point.
yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
From number 1 to number 8, everyone was top of the table.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
Even Arsenal were top.
yeah,
of
that's
the
why.
So Everton 4 games in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the rest thing? What do you all?
I would say 2 out of 10.
I think.
I would give them.
Yeah, they can't even celebrate finishing above us that much. Because it's only 1 point in it and they're going to lose Kane.
Yeah.
They're going to lose
Yeah,
Kane.
the most-
Bale is going to go back to Madrid. And
Reguilon also, I think.
yeah, Reguilon also was on loan, so he'll go back. So
Son.
Bayern wants Son.
Yeah, it's a mess.
So
Oof.
so
Bayern to
so-
Son to Bayern.
Yeah.
That's just scary. That's all I can say. That's very scary.
yeah, so there's
And they need a new manager also.
they need a new
That's the
manager
most
also,
important
yeah.
thing. Yeah. So they're in the most turbulent sort of situation.
I would say sacking
possible.
Mourinho in front, like just before the EFL Cup, was one of the most stupidest thing a team
Poorest
can ever do.
decisions. Yeah.
Like I think as a club they deserve a 2 out of 10. Like for all their decisions they have made and stuff for this season.
Yeah.
Not even 2, I
Yeah.
would say 2 is like being generous.
As a club, I would
Okay
say
lah.
1 lah.
Yeah,
But as
that's
a
the
team,
thing.
I would say 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think
Levy
I'll
was
give them
the
3
sort
lah.
of the leader or like the, I don't know, the one who led a lot of the ESL talks, right? So like, what audacity do you have to try to force a league of your own when you can't even keep all these top players?
Yeah, it's the only guy Pep has lost to a final was Mourinho, and you sack that guy, and you're playing against Pep.
No, they had reasons for that, I think. Because I think they had a clause saying that if Mourinho left when they were out of the top 6, then he would get like a lesser remuneration fee. So once they're out of the top 6, they were like, okay, we just sack him. We
But
don't
to
need
me,
pay him.
as a club, if you are looking for trophies, that makes no sense. I mean,
Yeah, that's why.
end of the
Fair.
day, I mean, yes, you want to see the financial side of it, but if you have an opportunity to get a trophy,
And-
I still think that makes reasonable sense to at least back him till that, give him the opportunity. I mean, if let's say he lost the final, even though, let's say even Mourinho lost the final, I think if you sack him after that, then fair enough lah. But the fact that you do it right before a final and then you bring in Ryan Mason, a 29-year-old with zero experience in management,
Wait, it doesn't even make sense.
I
that's
think
a-
it's
Because that weekend they'll be
Yeah.
playing the EFL Cup, what?
Yeah.
So their points won't even change. What?
That's,
yeah.
So if you're
Exactly.
saying
as
that,
in, that's one of the rumored reasons lah. There's also the reason of Mourinho opposing the ESL, so they sacked him.
I think
There's
it's
a lot-
more
this is
more
one
to
of-
that lah. I tend to believe
Maybe,
it's more
yeah.
towards the ESL than the being out of the
could
top
be.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're allergic
Yeah.
to trophies. They just don't want-
I mean,
Arjun is loving it.
to be honest, City didn't have a great game
mean,
that final also. It was like a mediocre bang average. Like Laporte scored a winner lah. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's bang average for you. Fair enough.
yeah. It's like-
So
That's
I mean, do
that's
you-
United week in week out.
yeah,
Laporte is a second choice. You know who's our second choice? Not Twanzebe.
yeah.
So anyway, so what's our rating for Tottenham?
Two lah,
Two.
two or three. I was
2? Okay.
Two lah,
fair.
two. Yeah, they should
Okay lah.
easily go into Europa. At least Europa. Like Europa should be given to a club like Spurs, the players they have.
Yeah.
And they brought in like Bale and stuff, and they didn't even start him. In the end, he will score like hat-trick and braces. Like
Yeah, I
he is
think
good
he
on his
carried
day
it
lah.
all.
To be honest.
In fact, if he never scored
Should
yesterday,
have
they
been
would have not
included
even
way
been
earlier.
Yeah,
in this position. Right?
yeah. Arsenal would have been in
Arsenal would have
the
been in
European Conference
Yeah.
League lah. If it wasn't for Bale.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So,